Hello everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone Invicta, and it's the best day of the season. It is Youth Intake Day, and this season has got a little bit of a surprise in store for us, I feel. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save, and fellow managers, we currently sit in 8th. But we won the Carabao Cup in the last episode, which was lovely. And when you consider our games in hand, which we've got 2 on Liverpool in 4th, win them both, and we could be 1 point behind them. So it's really looking rather good. And before we go and look at the youth intake, just want to show you the competitions quickly. So as we touched on, 8th in the league, and I think that's actually going reasonably well. If we can squeeze into 5th, then it's another season in the Champions League. Shooting across to the FA Cup, knocked out in the quarterfinals by Newcastle. We obviously won the Carabao Cup, and we've just beaten PSG 7-3 on aggregate. Yeah, that happened. I said, I bet you we get through the group stage, then we miss the knockout round, and then we'll get PSG and got knocked out. Well, we didn't. We got PSG and we won. Convincingly. 4-3 at home in the second leg. Unbelievable game. Christian Parrott got a goal, Atkinson, Kouedu and Ben Rees in there. We've had a few more injuries and a few more rests that we need to give, hence the likes of Parrott getting a bit more game time and Robert Atkinson. Everybody is stepping up in the Champions League. I don't want to be like, we're going to do it, but it feels like this squad really perform in Europe. So 4-3 was the second leg, a very end-to-end game. We actually had the lead like 4-1 going into the final 20-odd minutes, and they got 2 more goals back. But so we won that on 4-3. But honestly, the performance away at PSG, we were phenomenal. Yes, they went down to 10 men very early on, getting Simen Figuerenes sent off after 16 minutes. But they didn't have a shot on target. We dominated the game. We got goals for Joseph, Hewson and Kouedu. Hollick got sent off in this one as well after coming on as a sub because he's a bit of a plonker. But it was just phenomenal. We were just really good. Really, really good against PSG. We don't know who we're facing in the quarterfinals yet. And I probably won't come back for that as an episode just because there'll be a lot of episodes here, but I sort of do want to come back for it. I don't know. I'll see. I might do the first leg and then come back for the second leg if there's something to play for. But we shall see. But you can see in the round of 16 then. So Chelsea are through, Brighton are through, we're through, Arsenal are through. Then you've got Madrid, Ajax, Liverpool and Inter. Ideally, we get Ajax. That is the one team I really want in this. And the draw is tomorrow. So I think what we're going to do is look through the youth intake, and I've just got to make sure we don't have a game today. We shouldn't have a game today, 18th. No, we've just played, yeah. So we've got a game on the 21st. So we're going to do the youth intake, have a look at that. We've got one bit of news in the top corner up there, and I haven't looked at this team yet to see what we've got coming, and we're going to quicker fly through the youth intake, and then get into the draw and see who we get in the Champions League quarterfinals, which is something I never thought I'd be saying in our first season in European football. Right, youth intake. And here we go. We have one elite talent, Zhang Jipen, which is a great name. He probably automatically already wins best name of the intake as well. We've got one elite talent, 3 top talents, quite a good number of good talents in there, and 3 decent talents. So not a bad little intake, actually. When you only see one elite talent, you're always a little bit concerned, but given the fact there's 3 tops and then quite a good number of goods who could be useful, that does look pretty good. Let's go into the view that I like, my little Youth Academy view here. We'll get the youth candidates up on the side and we'll go through positions. So we've got 1 goalkeeper. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders most likely. I'd say that's probably going to be a defender. That is Zhang Jipen, actually, who's also professional and a 5-star rated player. He's got one jumping reach that I've already seen, but I'm excited by him. We've got maybe a defender or a winger. What a right wing. Why do we keep producing right wing backs? We've got a midfield left, midfield, attacking midfield right, midfield centre or a striker, AML, a striker, AML striker. So Yeah, it's pretty well balanced, actually, for a group coming through. Personality-wise, temperamental, 1 temperamental, 1 fickle, 1 low determination, 1 unambitious, 3 balanced, 1 light-hearted, 1 fairly professional, 2 fairly sporting, 2 fairly determined, 1 driven, and 2 professional, which is very nice to see. Media handling then, 3 level-headed, lots of media friendlies, 1 outspoken, 3 unflappable, 1 volatile, media friendly and confrontational. Ability-wise, we've got 2 players that are coming in already at 1.5 star and potential. Yeah, we've got 1 5-star, 2 4 stars, 1 3.5 star, and then the 3 stars in there as well. And then nationalities I forgot to look at. We've got a German, an Italian, a Northern Irishman, Portuguese, Swedish, and 2 Welsh. So good mixture of nationalities coming through as well. Flipping it on its head a little bit, we're going to look at the best potential player first, and then we're going to stop looking at players when it looks like they've got really rubbish, so that we can go and get on with the Champions League draw. So Jipen, 16 years old, right-hand side player, all up the right, it looks like. Professional personality as well. Looks pretty good. Gets forward whenever possible and brings the ball out of defence. Dribbling is 7. Okay, I mean, there's lots of room for him to grow, and he is very versatile, which is very helpful. He does need a bit more acceleration. Jumping reach of 1 is dreadful when he's 5'3". For that purpose alone, I wouldn't play him at fullback. I think he's going to have to be a winger for us. And with finishing 14, that's not a bad thing at all. But overall, he has 3 red attributes. Strength is 3, jumping reach is 1, and penalty taking is 5. Other than that, everything is yellow and green, which is very, very good. Very, very happy with that. Professional personality as well, which is awesome. Determination of 11 is pretty good as well. Highlight stats, finishing 14, passing 13, tackling 12, technique 12, work rate 12, leadership 14, flair 11, determination 11, bravery 14, anticipation 11, pace 14, fitness 13, and agility 14 as well. Does look like he's going to be useful. Yes, he does. Work him as an attacking midfield right, where I think he has potentially more base attributes than fullback. Get his dribbling up, get that first touch up, maybe composure off the ball would be useful as well. I like the look of Jipen. I do think he's going to be very, very good. He is a little bit inconsistent, but he does have a good number of pros in here as well. It can't jump, obviously. But yeah, I'm excited. Media description is just fullback, so it's not promising or anything like that. But yeah, I'm. That's a good start. It's a good start to look at in Jipen. Love that one. Matteo Falonee, 4-star potential player, fairly determined player, injury prone and fairly inconsistent. Media description is just a winger, which isn't great. An English Italian, which I love because I'm part Italian. Pace 12, natural fitness 11, agility 13, acceleration 13, determination 17, bravery 16, passing 7, first touch 8, finishing 12, crossing 10, dribbling 8, left-footed, left winger. I mean, there's something to work with there. The physicals are bailing him out quite a lot, I think, given that he's got good determination. I really like that. But I think there's a lot to work on if he's going to be anywhere near the first team. But he's 16 and 4-star potential, so he's got a bit of chance, hasn't he, Matteo Falonee? Brian Griffin from Wales is a fairly professional young midfielder, 4-star potential as well. Does have a competitive streak in him, but is very, very consistent. Natural fitness 16, pace 11, stamina 13, agility 12, aggression 17, determination 12, flair 15, leadership 14, free kick taking 12, which is pretty decent, marking 9, tackling 7. Yeah, not bad. Probably eyeing up to be a little bit more of an attacking midfielder, I feel like. A bit of a halfway house between attacking midfielder and then a bit of a ball winner, but I think we could mould him into whatever we needed. So probably he could be a choice for a sort of Segundo Volante, more attacking, holding midfielding role sort of thing. Given that he's 16 and we can mould him into whatever we like, I sort of feel like that could be useful. Given he's very determined and aggressive, aggression's very good for chasing the ball down and winning it back. He's never going to be good enough to be a striker. He's never going to be good enough to take over attacking midfield. But I do feel like he could be the next sort of Barnes that we bring through, right, who we developed into holding midfield. I sort of feel like he could be very similar to that. Yeah. Not upset at all. Alex Warml, attacking midfielder, right, temperamental personality, diminutive winger, 5'2", so we could have a whole right hand side of people that have got jumping reach of 1. He can't jump, power personality, competitive streak as well. Acceleration 12, balance 14, fitness 12, pace 10, aggression 12, determination 12, flair 15, work rate 12, passing 13, technique 14, finishing 13. We've got loads of people that can finish really well already, which is very nice. But yeah, again, lots of yellow, lots of green, minimal red. Positioning, concentration, long throws, marking, strength and jumping reach are all red, so below 5 or below. Everything else is mainly yellow with a sprinkle of green in there. It's not too bad. 2-footed, which is good. A lot of work to do to break into the team, but you never know. Again, it's a decent base as a starting youngster for Alex Warml. Dominik Schwab, German left midfielder. We're starting now to get into the 3-star potential players. Professional, which is very good. Young winger media description. Consistent, good personality, lots of room to grow. Work rate 13, teamwork 11, determination 12, acceleration 13. There is best. There's a spattering more red in here as well, but he's got decent stamina at 9, crossing 7, dribbling 6, first touch 7, technique 9, not bad, tackling 7, passing 9, 6, but they've listed him as a defensive winger, haven't they? So there's a lot of work to do. I feel like we're getting into the weaker players now, and you're going to have to see someone very good to break in from here. Jamie Jarvis could be that player, to be fair. Young winger description, balanced personality, but already, again, he lacks pace and acceleration, but agility 11, anticipation 12, dribbling 11, first touch 12, technique 11, off the ball needs improving. Doesn't look too bad, to be honest, actually. Plays short, simple passes, but shoots from distance. I sort of feel like that's a bit of an oxymoron, because you play short, simple passes to keep it simple and then shoot from distance. But anyway, I guess there are probably players that do that in real life. Aggression 14, anticipation 12, bravery 14, composure 12, flair 15 are some good mental attributes in there as well. He's got good technicals where you need them, get the passing up, and he's got pretty much everything you need as a winger above 10, if we can get that passing up to above 10. Not bad for Jamie Jarvis. Thiago Pereira, Portuguese. We love to bring through a Portuguese. He is consistent. He's got lots of good pros in here. Natural fitness 14, acceleration 12, 5'10", right-footed, gets forward whenever possible. This is our wing-back right, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Aggression 14, determination 17, teamwork 12, work rate 14, technique 12, tackling 9, marking 5 is pretty rubbish. First touch 7, crossing. Annoyingly, he'd be really good in my NK Maribor save for me, but there isn't a crossover like that at the moment. The Portuguese man, Thiago Pereira, pretty good, pretty okay. Like, we'll train him up to be a right back, most likely, or an attacking midfield right, because we don't play with wing backs in this save. Angelo Valatim is our first one into the 2.5-star potential players. And it's your classic player, really, isn't it? In the lower leagues in the early stage of a save like this, you'd love this guy because he's got good physicals, decent physicals for his age at 15, okay mental stats. He's got flair, leadership, teamwork and work rate that are all pretty good, but his technicals are pretty wank. They're pretty wank. Corners, crossing, finishing, free kick taking, heading, long throws and marking are all 5 or below. He has technique 12 and then everything else is 8 or below, except for tackling, which is 9. Yeah, I think we've reached our limit of players that we think might make it. He's injury prone and got a competitive streak as well, so unfortunately, it's a shame to miss out on someone with such a good nationality of Portuguese. Did I click on him, Angelo? Oh yeah, he's English Portuguese. He's English first, Portuguese second. That confused me because we had the Portuguese guy first. Kieran Perry, then we'll have a very quick look. Young centre back, 6 foot. Actually, probably not too bad. Good tackling, marking, determination, teamwork, work rate, anticipation, decisions. He's actually a good base. Fickle personality. We know we can change it. We did it with Kadekuedu when he started playing a bit more football, but Kadekuedu was a lot better than Kieran Perry. So, yeah, it won't hang around there. Scott McNeely, English and Northern Irish, young fullback, lacks a bit of pace. Low determination. He has determination of 2, which I absolutely hate. He's got it really inconsistent as well. So probably won't get a contract because he has no determination in life. That was Lawson Sully up next. Attacking midfield centre. Balance, jumping reach and fitness is good. Aggression's good. Determination 19. Absolutely love that. Finishing 12. Long shots 10. Technique 12. Again, there's a pretty decent base there. He'll probably get a contract given the fact that we'll just keep that sort of conveyor belt coming through. And he's got good determination and a driven personality, which means he could develop quite well, to be honest. We'll look at Luca Carter coming in, and then we might call it, although he looks quite good. Striker, balance 11, jumping reach 11, natural fitness 12, right-footed, plays 1-2s and dives into tackles, fairly sporting young striker. He's got finishing of 5. Move on. Who was that? That was Luke Carter, I think. Abdul Balagan, we might as well quickly finish them off because we're near the end of the list. A very consistent young striker, light-hearted personality. Actually doesn't look dreadful. There's no physical that's red, so everything's 6 or above. He's only got 1 at 6, and then he's got 11, 13, and 13 with fitness, balance, and agility in that order. Aggression, decisions, flair, teamwork, work rate, all very good for his age. First touch of 7 isn't great. Does lack a bit of pace to play up front how we play, and can't really do passing in behind. So it does look okay, but when you drill down into it, not the best. Afshin Mohammadi, centre-back, jumping reach 15 is always going to be helpful, but he's got 3 for determination. However, he can tackle and he'll get a contract because that's a good base for a centre-back. Tom Wiltshire, attacking midfield, left centre striker, is listed as a young striker who's consistent. What's that? Crap vision? Yeah, can't see the full picture. Vision 4. But determination 11, flair 18, free kick taking 11, technique 13, jumping reach 12, natural fitness 11. Needs to work on his pace, runs with the ball through the middle with his dribbling of 9, and dives into tackles with his tackling of 3. So that's going to be helpful. But yeah, 2-star potential, so probably not much. And then we've got the goalkeeper. We always like getting goalkeepers through because it just helps. 6'3", so good height for a goalkeeper. Aerial reach, communication, both at 11. Reflexes 14, kicking 10, determination 14, jumping reach 12. It's not bad. He's a goalkeeper. He'll probably get a contract because of that. Let me know who your favourite is down below. Now let's go on to the Champions League quarter-final draw. Here we are then. We are going into the draw for the Champions League. And who in the draw is going to screw us over? Kendry Peaz is our ceremony host. He had a stint at Chelsea and then Al Hilal. Right. Okay. Brilliant. Is that the best we could do? I mean, he must have been half decent. He did make 446 appearances for Chelsea. I wanted like I guess we're so far in the future, I wouldn't get a legend that we know. They're probably all dead. Anyway, we want Ajax. Ajax is the team that we want. I'm pretty sure every single team wants us, let's be honest. But yeah, let's see if Kendry Peaz can screw us over. 3 times speed, start the draw. Let's see how we go. First team out the hat is Chelsea. I really don't want Chelsea. They're the best team in England, and they will be playing against Brighton. Okay, 2 very good teams in England against each other there in the quarterfinal. Next up, then, we are going to be drawing out of the hat. We're home first. Come on, Ajax. We want the Dutch team, Ajax. Or Inter. It's bloody Arsenal. Literally the best team in England other than this season, Arsenal. That is very irritating. Real Madrid are going to be at home to Liverpool. That would be quite good if one of those two could get knocked out. They get Ajax, of course they do. I'm pretty sure Florentino Perez is still alive and heating up balls in a bag so that they feel hotter. Liverpool are going to be at home to Inter Milan in the quarterfinals. So, okay, well, it's not... It's a dreadful draw. It's a dreadful draw. We'll quickly go into the semi-finals. We're not going to wait and see it like they did before. So Chelsea or Brighton will play. Brilliant. So if we do get past Arsenal, who have been the best team in England for quite some time, we've then got to go and play Chelsea, who are the best team in England currently. In fact, they're both at top at level on 70 points each. So we I mean, you've got to play the best to win the Champions League. So we're going to be playing Arsenal, and then we're probably going to be playing Chelsea, and then we're probably going to be playing Liverpool, I'd imagine, in the final if we get there. Not ideal. I mean, we could play Real Madrid. We've already beaten them once. Real Madrid should beat Ajax. Liverpool should beat Inter. I mean, Arsenal should beat us, and Chelsea should beat Brighton. But PSG should have beaten us. Real Madrid should have beaten us. Let's have a look at the Champions League and see who else we have just played. Right, so we beat Slavia Prague, beat Olympiacos, beat Real Madrid, obviously, beat PSV, beat Union Berlin, beat AZ, lost to Inter Milan. Maybe I'm doing Inter Milan a disservice there against Liverpool. Drew with Bayern Munich. That put us through to the round of 16 where we thumped PSG 7-3 on aggregate. And now we take on Arsenal. And this season against Arsenal, we, I think, have been rather poor. We lost 4-3 at the beginning of the season to Arsenal, and we've got them coming up next. Brilliant. Okay, well, it's going to be a very interesting run, isn't it? It's going to be interesting. I'm just messing around with the filters in the background. You can't see that because I've gone to my full screen, hopefully editor Dave. Anyway, let me know who your favourite intake player was. Let me know what you think about that Champions League draw. As I said, I want to keep these going because I don't think we're going to win the Champions League this year. If we do, then I don't really know what I'm going to do. It would be great if I can win it before I go on my big 3-week work trip. That would be amazing because I don't have to worry about scheduling videos and stuff. So if the players are listening, let's go and win it so that Dave doesn't have to worry about his YouTube algorithm completely dying off while he's in the UK and Germany. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.